Well, I'm about at the point where I need to make my engine stand. I've got the engine pretty much assembled. There's a few more parts I can put on before I put it on the stand, but I am going to be lifting it up from the manifold here. So before I put the carb on, I want to get that stand made. So I'm working on that right now. One of the first things I did was I took the piece of cardboard and I laid it across the frame of the car and made a template where my motor mounts are going to be. So I've got those in there, and then I took measurements off of that. And basically what I'm using is some old rusty square tubing. I didn't buy any new tubing. It costs you a lot of money if you're going to buy new tubing to do these projects. Maybe only a one-time use. I lucked out and had a friend that cut up some old farm equipment, and he had a couple extra pieces that he didn't use. So it's just old farm equipment square tubing. It's rusty, but it's plenty thick for what I'm doing. I decided that the dimensions I needed, and I got it cut. I'm going to do some tack welding on this, and then I'm going to make my upright supports, and eventually I'll get some wheels on it. But for right now, I'm going to get that tacked up. Alright, spent about 2 or 3 hours here. I just got the finished welding done, got the wheels on it, put some gussets in. I did actually bolt this to the engine before I tacked my gussets in there. So I want to make sure it didn't spread on me. I tacked them while it was bolted up. So if I have to tweak it a little bit, at least worst case scenario, I can enlarge the holes a little bit if I had to. But now the next step, I'm going to drop the engine into it. And then I'm going to make my rear supports. That'd be pretty difficult to make without having the engine in it. So I'm going to do that next, and throw some paint on this thing. And hopefully soon we're going to get that engine set in there and set it up for its first test run. Well, the day's finally come when I can get the 322 Nailhead off of the repair engine stand. I've got my plate made here. I got my hoist. So hopefully without too much trouble I can get it over here on the stand and make my rear bracket. So that's the next step. Okay, I finally got the test stand finished, at least for now anyway. At least I can roll it around, got it off the engine stand finally. It's been on there for months. I may have to put some more brackets on it or something for the actual test, but that's one thing accomplished this afternoon, and I can move on. So hopefully I can get some type of radiator mount and some simple mount for the controls, and we'll get her all hooked up, get her fired up.